In digital graphics, vector shapes are made up of a series of points. Some of these points cause the shape to curve, using a technology called cubic Bezier. You may have seen these before. You may even be familiar with how to use them. But sometimes Bezier curves behave in odd ways, and if you spend a lot of time designing vector graphics, it can be useful to know how cubic Bezier works under the hood. Any vector shape or line will have at least 2 points, and it's always between 2 vector points that we create a curve. In order to bend this line into a curve, we use handles that can extend from any vector point. Each handle has a point at the end of it, called the handle control point. As these handles extend farther away, they seem to magnetically pull the line outward into a curve. Our line will now curve like this. This is the final result. But how does the computer actually draw the curve based on the positions of these points and handles? First, let's draw a dotted line between these vector points and the handle control points. It's important to know that it takes a certain amount of time for computers to draw a curve. Of course, this takes place in fractions of a second, so here it is in slow motion, where we can see what's really going on. When the computer starts to draw the curve, the process is 0% complete, and when the curve has been fully drawn, it is 100% complete. As the computer goes from 0 to 100%, we're going to move a green dot up the left handle, another down the right handle, and a third one along the dotted line between the handle control points. As the computer draws the curve from 0 to 100%, each of these points moves along its line like a train on a track. These 3 points connect to form a triangular shape. Let's see what this looks like over time. The triangle is essential to drawing a cubic Bezier curve, although we actually need one more guideline before we can draw it. We'll add pink dots moving along both sides of the triangle. And, just like before, they'll move along those lines from 0 to 100%. We'll connect these points with a straight line, called the tangent line. Let's see what this looks like over time. Wow, there are a lot of moving parts. Take a deep breath, we're almost done. Imagine that your computer has a virtual pencil, which we'll represent with a pink circle. Drawing the curve is actually pretty simple. The virtual pencil moves from one side of the tangent line to the other. Like everything else, this happens from 0 to 100%. Let's look at how all of this comes together. And one more time. And that's it. Proof that Bezier curves aren't controlled by magical magnetic handles, just by a few guidelines moving from A to B.